Let's get some reaction to this decision. Joining me is Lisa Flynn, the National Practice Leader at Shine Lawyers. Lisa Flynn represents the father of one of the choir boys in this case, the deceased choir boy in this case. Lisa Flynn, thanks for your time. What's been your client's reaction?
Thank you and good afternoon. Our client, this has been an extremely difficult day for our client. His reaction was one of shock and disbelief, as well as anger and disgust that the High Court of Australia has overruled the unanimous jury decision and has freed George Pell today. So he was extremely angry at the decision. He's struggling to understand it.
Obviously a difficult day for him. Will he be pursuing through your counsel a civil case against the Cardinal?
He has instructed us to pursue civil proceedings in relation to this matter. The decision today of the High Court doesn't stop that, and he has instructed us to proceed with that claim on the basis that he feels that justice hasn't been served in this case in the criminal justice system, and he hopes to achieve some sense of justice through the civil appeal, through the civil claim.
He is obviously furious and heartbroken with the outcome. As his legal representative, do you understand the High Court's ruling and how they came to it?
It's been difficult for our client to really be able to reconcile how the High Court can overturn a unanimous jury decision. So the jury heard weeks of evidence and made the decision that they had no reasonable doubt in relation to Pell's guilt. Our client is finding it very difficult, even though we have explained to him in terms of the reasons why the High Court has given for their decision. It's very difficult, as it is for many people, to reconcile that jury's decision, unanimous decision, with the High Court's decision today.
Yeah, and as I say, you can understand his hurt over that, but as the Prime Minister said just a few moments ago, this is the highest court in the land. It's decided unanimously, the High Court, the full bench, to acquit and to quash those convictions of the Cardinal.
Of course, and that is a legal decision by the High Court, which, as a lawyer, I do respect that. However, I am devastated on behalf of our client and on behalf of many survivors and victims of abuse, who I think, unfortunately, this may reinforce to them that the criminal justice system in Australia does not effectively deal with crimes involving sexual violence, including child sexual abuse. And so for that reason, although we can understand the High Court's reasoning, it's devastating to hear on behalf of our client.
Yeah, and so in terms of the civil case, as you say, it's a very difficult time for him, for survivors of abuse, because this became, I guess, a symbol of the Catholic Church, and it's appalling the abuse that we've seen out of that Catholic Church over many decades. But in terms of this specific matter, where to next for the civil case? How soon will that happen? And have you heard from other survivors of abuse and family and relatives that they will be seeking a similar course of action?
We do understand, and we have been contacted by others who have indicated that they do wish to bring civil proceedings. We are currently investigating those matters. In terms of this case, at the moment, our client really is trying to digest the news today. We've spoken with him. We're supporting him through this difficult process. But then the next stage will be the commencement of legal proceedings, or the advancement of those proceedings.